Welcome, fire signs. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do a collective fire sign message for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I was inspired by my morning meditation where I pulled this crystal oracle, which is about the heart chakra. And this is picturing the gemstone rhodonite, and the key word is love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. I am inspired by the planet Venus, by my own relationship to the area of my own self-value, beauty, creativity, and the manifestation of love in all of our forms, the way we embody love or don't. So this is a general message for all fire signs initially, and then I will do individual readings for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So for your overall energy, the King of Pentacles, which is all about mastering manifestation. This is about bringing all that you are, all that you value, all that you care to bear upon creating something, a service, a product, a resource for others. This may be bringing all of the best of your talent, your energy, your principles to bear upon the building up, the development of, the creation of something that is profitable, that is efficient and productive, and that helps others to find a way into their own place of manifestation, of comfort, of wealth, of profit. This is ultimately to the place of giving back to your community, being generous with the excess of that which you've been able to manifest or create. In the present, we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is describing some decision that you may be making in general for fire signs. There's some fulcrum that you're addressing. You're at a choice point that is going to impact you in a substantial way. You have already intuitively understood what is right for you, the path that you are compelled to take, that you have no choice, understanding the truth, understanding what justice is for you. Another aspect of Venus, of love, balance, harmony, getting what you deserve, working for what you want. This is something that you cannot pull yourself away from, but you understand that it's the harder path, it's the harder choice. It's the choice that's going to bring everything that you've created, you've accomplished, you've developed to the measure, to the test. And for many of you, there is a concern about who is being left behind. There's a sense of guilt. Some would say even survivor's guilt. You've come through something others have not, with the same degree of grace and a sense of clarity that you have. In the past, the Death card is talking about really the experience of rebirth that you have fought for. This is not something that had to happen. You could have simply let a lot of things go and given up. You could have allowed the old version of yourself, which was experiencing challenges, being tested, to give up, to let go, to release any sense of desire, rightness, or justice for yourself. But instead, you fought through what was difficult. You looked at those aspects of yourself which were not productive, which were not helpful, and you have faced those and eliminated those expectations, that conformity in your life to a role that perhaps never really was authentically you. And you have instead allowed yourself to start from scratch. This may be in the distant past, and it probably is aligned with Pluto's a transit through Capricorn, which was a 15, 17-year transit. I skip over a year because there's all that retrograding back and forth into Sagittarius where it was previously. So this represents a whole path of destruction, loss, catastrophe, and having to come back from those inner resources you possess and utilize those to achieve what you need. And in some ways, for many of you, you've done exactly that. In the future, the Star card. This is beautiful for all fire signs. This is really about allowing your vision to give you hope. And you certainly needed hope in the past. You needed something to hold on to. And fortunately, your own creative imagination, your own faith and belief, excitement, inspiration in the small things that you encountered along a very difficult path have given rise to not only hope, but faith in yourself. The ability to absolutely know that no matter what happens, you'll be able to overcome it. And that your real interest is in a caring, sharing world, in a better world. I'm going to pull an oracle card and hope that if you're enjoying this video, that you will like it, that you will share it with others if you think it might be helpful to you, to them, and you will subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Under this, the spell of Pisces, I have to say. So I pulled the Freedom card. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. This is exactly the kind of energy that I feel emerging for many of you as a result of this deep healing process, this intention to improve upon what you have, this valuing of what you have, this sense of being valued and being a value to others. So it takes in so much energy, but part of what my inspiration in doing these readings today was looking at how love gets put into action. And one of the most important ways that we begin to experience it, especially during these incredibly trying times, is through achieving our own liberation. And with that freedom, we know comes great responsibility. I'm going to clarify the Two of Swords in the present with the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. There's a lot that you feel you've had to ignore in order to continue on this path of planning, of visioning, of trying to outline out what the practical implication of your vision could look like. You may still be exploring the landscape, whatever landscape you find yourself in, and looking at concrete steps that will ultimately deliver you to the place you want to be. The beauty of this card, I think, particularly as it clarifies the Two of Swords, is that you only need to take one step at a time. The Two of Swords is already underlying the fact that you've made a commitment to a path that you believe is righteous and represents your truth, your justice. So it's only necessary to take one step at a time. And that's one of the things I like about the Knight of Pentacles. You get to take your time, as much time as it takes, because you're already understanding that each step is an unfoldment. It's a peeling back of another layer. It's pulling back a veil. And so in that spirit, you're allowing yourself to feel your way forward. This is incredible energy with the conviction and the commitment that you've made. In the past, the Death card is clarified by the King of Pentacles, another repeat, and the Empress. What could be more lovely? And in this particular instance, she's in control. However, both cards are irrespective of gender. This is really about being productive. Not only being productive to the point of generosity, but understanding that it is the process of building, of creating, of growing, of improving that really is the pleasure, the joy, the excitement, the love, the admiration, the way in which you are called upon to express your love. You support those that you work with. You support others in finding what they're good at in order to make that contribution that they are deserving of participating in as well as you. So this is like taking people at where they're at and instilling in them that sense of value and admiration for their part. And this is something, having applied it to yourself over time, you've come to realize what your power truly is. And this is part of what has motivated you to relinquish the past, let go of that old version of you, let the losses fall away, and really become who it is you truly are. In the future, the Star card is clarified by the Page of Cups and Fool card. This is pretty powerful. The Page of Cups naturally is this opening up of your heart. And I do think for fire signs in general, the positivity that many of you exhibit naturally, the can-do attitude, the willingness to fight for what you believe in, is actually being softened. That fiery exterior is actually being slightly modified by this recognition of your emotions, the power of your emotions, the power of speaking, not just from your heart, but from your emotional experience. For knowing that the valuing of your emotions is a part of the role of your heart. Seeing the value in experiences you've had and the lessons learned through the range of emotions. That includes everything: the rage, the anger, the argument, the debate, the fury, the rashness, the impulsivity. And I've named just a handful of emotions that you are often characteristically privy to that can mask the real feeling of our emotions. Just sitting with our feelings, not necessarily tearing off in the direction of action. But once you've done that, you are perfectly aware of how this only validates the path you're on. You use your emotions wisely to verify your path moving forward, the path of your destiny. Clarifying the Star card. This is beautiful, showing that you have the courage, the balls to go and pursue that dream without any caution. It may seem foolhardy to others, but remember, this is a path you have to take. This is an action you have to make. It doesn't feel like a choice to you. So in that way, this is very natural. Knowing what's right for you, and that it may be difficult, but you don't see the challenges as the difficulty. You understand that it's really being present at every moment with who you are that is carving this path forward for you and giving you the assurance of success. And I'm going to wrap up this particular reading with another oracle card. And for you fire signs, I have gotten Destiny. Follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. And this is the gemstone fluorite that controls our throat chakra. So this is about the story you're telling about your experience, your truth, and how it is leading you through. It's leading you through your intuition towards your star, your North Star, your vision of happiness, a better world. So I'm going to thank you. I hope this has been helpful, and following will be the Aries reading.